That's it.
Katie Powell in lane 2 will be the runner I will keep my eyes on if I were you guys. And I think it's
Pugh. Katie Pugh.
Thank you.
Who finished.
Keep me straight, man.
Second behind her teammate Morgan Werner from Nation Ford. Dorman with 3 runners in this event, 2 freshmen and a junior, and then Riverside with a pair of runners, J.L. Mann with just 1. So this right here tonight on Friday, when you look at the 3,200 meter run, Stacey, you look at it at the individual level, but also look at the advantage that Dorman is going to have and Riverside going into the overall team standings. They're getting 3 points, or at least they're getting points 3 times, I should say, because each runner is going to get points for their team.
And Nation Ford has 2, Riverside has 2. As I mentioned, Dorman with 3 runners. And Katie Pugh, I apologize to the Pugh family. I said her name last year. I hope I got it right last year because she looked very good last year. I remember her name standing out from the meet last year. So they're off and running, and again, this is a long race.
It will take 12 minutes for the last runner to cross the line, or at least 11 and a half.
Yeah, thereabouts.
State record, Stacey, this is one that I just don't see falling. We talked about Monique Hennigan, the great sprinter from Spring Valley, and now it's time to talk about the great distance runner from Spring Valley, Kate Niehaus. She holds the state record in the 1,600 and the 3,200 meter run. 2005, she set the 3,200 at a time of 10:47.
Yeah, you have some interesting comments about her. What is she doing in her current life right now?
Well, she went out west for college at, the Ivy League of the West, Stanford. Was a Rhodes Scholar, which means one of maybe 10 people in the country are given that award, the Rhodes Scholar, that you go to Oxford University in England and you study there. Kate Niehaus has, I believe, just completed her doctorate, is working for Apple, and is heading up Apple's artificial intelligence program to cure cancer.
Wow.
All started right here at Spring Valley High School. You think running long distance gives you some time to go over some things in your head, Stacey? Maybe like, trying to cure cancer eventually?
Yes, you can't beat that. That's a great academic achievement and life achievement. But more important than that, we just had a field event where...
State record just fell.
Yeah, the crowd... 5'10" and a quarter.
A state record that has been standing, Stacey, since, gosh, I graduated high school. Since 1992. High jump in the girls. Alicia Alford of Somerville set the record in 1992. I was a freshman in college that year.
Trying to see who broke the record. Clad in all black, Lewis right here. We're not broadcasting the field events, but can't see which school that is. She broke it and immediately ran and jumped into her coach's arms. And the crowd let out a roar here. Get that information for you as soon as we can. In front of our race right here below us right now, we have...
I believe her last name was Dingby. Or was it tied the state record? Tied the state record.
Her name goes in the record book nonetheless. Clad in all white, we have a leader right here in our race. We've got to check the name of that school.
Stacey, the one thing you have to be keen on here in this long distance race, the 3200, you have to make sure that you keep your splits and you keep them in time with the number of laps that you have around the track, and they'll get some help. They have some of their teammates that will hold up some signs as we get later into the event.
That's been a good teammate.
With the lead, Stacy, that is Morgan Werner from Nation Ford.
She and her teammate Katie Pugh, both in this meet. Pugh looks to be back in 5th place.
Kamaya Dindy from Pendleton High School tied the state record in the high jump. Kamaya Dindy, a junior from Pendleton. Well, Stacey, Werner is just off and running all by herself.
She's just taking off. She's running home. She's gone.
It's a lonely existence to be a long-distance runner.
She's clocked out and headed to the house at this point. Yeah, she needs headphones on.
She could be thinking about curing cancer, like Kate Niehaus was doing possibly.
Do they allow these young ladies to run with earbuds on the air?
They do not, but you know what?
She needs something.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
She's got to be bored to death.
Because long-distance swimmers will do this, Stacey, and I'm told, and I know long-distance runners will do it too. How do they keep up with their time and their pace? They will pick a song that they know is 3.5 minutes long or 5.5 minutes long, and they sing that song or they hum that song in that time, in that cadence. That way they know, okay, this is where I'm at.
Virtually, you're a veritable...
Not everybody does that, obviously. There's some other tricks to the trade, but this is an old one.
You're a veritable warehouse of information.
The way things have changed, it could be, a funny YouTube video or something the Kardashians said. As we said earlier, the sprinters sell the tickets. It's the long distance and the middle distance runners that win the championships as far as the team title. And this is the first event that we have seen Nation Ford compete in. And they have 2 runners. They were not in the relay, Stacey.
I see that. Can somebody please keep Werner company? She's like the Maytag repairman, if you remember those old commercials. She's lonesome.
Yes.
I've lost track of the laps. Is someone holding up how many laps is this?
Half a mile to go, so we're halfway through.
There you go. So she's run 1,600 the meters. She has. No one else has. Nope. The rest of them
The relay teams did.
Right.
All together.
The rest of them aren't quite halfway there yet.
No. And she doesn't even look like she's losing any bit of her form, Stacey. Her wrist, her elbows, they have been in the same positioning as far as tight to the sides, and she's got that form that is very steady. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's nothing off or a kilter yet.
Oh, it's 2 miles. You know what? I just got someone corrected me that The 3200 is 2 miles, 1600.
Ah, yes,
So,
that's right.
yeah,
Metric system
exactly.
gets us every time.
I'm surprised someone else didn't hit us up on social media. So I'm sorry about that, y'all. We're old men and we're tired watching people run.
That have never ran 2 miles.
Yeah, I hadn't run 2 miles altogether. I once saw somebody on social media said they were going to do a 30-mile challenge. No, I'm sorry, a 3-mile challenge. I said, okay, I can run 3 miles in a month. Check back within a month, I'll get the 3 miles for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not per day though. No. Yeah, I'm not gonna pretend to be someone who loves running, but I did qualify for upper state in the triple jump back in the day. Speaking of the field events, competed against Tony Rice. We talked about Tony Rice earlier, competed against him, and he, but his jump and my jump wasn't even the same hemisphere.
Tony Rice, former Woodruff standout, then at Notre Dame.
Then got Blue Holtz his first national chip, his only national chip. Blue Holtz only got the one, right? 88.
What about in Arkansas?
I don't think anyone went to Arkansas. Pretty sure.
How about South Carolina?
No sir, no sir. So, can we find some drama with second place? No. We can see. I think I found my rooting interest right here. I think Werner can lap so much. What's the record in this place?
Stacy, we were just way off, I believe. That was Mary Cagle from Daniel High School. This is supposed to be the 3A girls, and it's the 4A girls.
It's supposed to be the 4A girl. Yeah, we had the wrong entire crowd. So we need to be ashamed. But we have not necessarily followed order earlier, so that's a little bit of understandable. We got a little bit off the list we were given, but this is
way off.
This is the 4A girls. I'll tell you what, the 2 old guys that are tired from watching people run. So it's not Werner.
And Stacy, the 4A girls in our heat sheets are non-existent. They
don't have
not even here.
So basically, this race is not happening.